Hi there, welcome to my channel Aqua Luna 73. This is going to be a reading, a general reading for Sagittarius. Please be in mind, this reading may not resonate with all Sagittarius people, and you have to get your birth chart calculated. Okay, I'm going to use the calm music tone. Before I do that, I'm just going to light my sage, just to cleanse the reading and the energy. It's not burning very well. Anyway, don't need a lot of smoke. I'm just going to place it over here, and then we're going to start with the reading. Winter is here in South Africa, and it's very cold already. It's actually autumn. It's not winter yet. It's still autumn. First month of autumn. Was it second month of autumn? And it's already very cold. Very, very cold. Okay. Let's start the reading for you, Sagittarius. Universe, what do you want to allow to come through for Sagittarius today? What messages and lessons do you have for Sagittarius today? Messages and lessons for Sag today. Messages and lessons for Sag today. What messages and lessons do you have for Sagittarius today? Okay, this should be sufficient. The wind is blowing outside like severely, so if you hear any background noise or interference, it's the wind. It's blowing since yesterday, like very severely. And this is something that's very common here in the area where I live, or the province in South Africa where I live. So it's very windy. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Wise Woman. Wise Woman is at the bottom of the deck for you, Sagittarius. And now we're going to draw an oracle card, okay? Oracle card for you. Give me an overall message, Universe, for Sagittarius today. Sagittarius, overall message today for Sag, please, Universe. Overall message for Sagittarius today. Overall message for Sag today. Overall message for Sagittarius. Okay. The card that the universe is giving you is listen to advice. Listen to advice. Listen to advice. At the bottom, guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. I'm going to see now what the poem in the booklet says. I only use the poem and I bold my reading from that and from the messages that I get from cards, okay, because this is intuitive readings, not prescribed readings. Okay, so let's just see what it, listen to advice. Listen to advice. This booklet is according to alphabetical order. Okay, the poet is Attar, and the poem is listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. Guidance is necessary to find your path. Don't enter the ocean blinded by pride, A guide is a shelter in your search. The road is long and you are blind. Your guide keeps watch over the way. I'm going to repeat that again. Guidance is necessary to find your path. Don't enter the ocean blinded by pride. A guide is a shelter in your search. The road is long and you are blind. Your guide keeps watch over the way. So I might be talking to a Sagittarius that has a lot of pride. Wouldn't surprise me, Sag, that you would be someone with a lot of pride, because Sagittarius people are very adventurous and very independent. Extremely independent people, very adventurous. And they don't live according to a type of norm or a societal. They don't like to fit in. They're not people that normally fit in the sense, I wouldn't say they don't fit in. It's more of, they stand out, basically. This is the word. They stand out because they are, I see Sagittarius people as very extroverted people, people that love going out, that love having adventures, that love having fun. But they're also independent and rebellious in nature, because they're very independent in their thinking and how they live their life. Okay, so they love to live their life according to these choices, and it's not something that they like people to tell them. It's like they don't like people to tell them how to live their life. Okay, these Sagittarius people that I'm speaking to are not people that likes to allow other people to prescribe to them what they should and should not do. This is what's coming through. I'm speaking to Sagittarius people that don't like to be dictated. They don't like people to dictate what to do and what not to do, because they are that independent. Okay. The wise woman is at the bottom of the deck. And the wise woman in the original tarot is the high priestess card. It speaks of a lot of mystery, intuition, to trust your gut instinct. It also speaks about secrets and things that are mysterious. Could be that you're could be faced with something that you might not truly understand. It comes across as something that you might not truly grasp or truly understand. Okay? It comes across strongly as a situation where you might not truly grasp or understand something and you need guidance. It comes across that I'm speaking to Sagittarius people that might need guidance, and the universe is telling you to listen intuitively. Okay? It comes across as if the universe is telling to these Sagittarius people, listen intuitively. Trust your instinct, trust your heart, trust that feeling, trust that gut that you're getting, and listen to it. This is what is coming through. The Ace of Cups is beginning the reading. Okay? The Ace of Cups is speaking of something new. It could be that I'm speaking to Sagittarius people that just received news of some kind. It could be news of something new, because the Ace of Cups always speaks about arrivals of something new. Like I said in previous readings, it speaks of new babies. It could be a newborn baby. It could be a proposal or a marriage of some kind. Okay, but it does not come through as that today. It does not come through as that today. The Ace of Cups today, seeing that we're speaking to a Sagittarius that is struggling to take advice from someone. It might be that I am speaking to a Sagittarius that's very stubborn. A very independent Sagittarius, but also a very stubborn independent Sagittarius, because the Ace of Cups speaks about this person is feeding themselves. It's almost like someone that had to take care of themselves their whole life, basically. I'm speaking to someone, this person had to take care of themselves their whole life. And all of a sudden they are faced with a situation where they need guidance, and they find it difficult to accept guidance from other people, because this Sagittarius comes across as someone that's extremely independent, someone that always did what they wanted to do, or how they did it was extremely independent. It's almost like this person never needed guidance. Okay, they never needed guidance, but now they do. But they're a very stubborn person with the Ace of Cups, because they always feed themselves. In other words, this person was very independent, and they had the ability to take care of themselves for a very long time. Okay, it might be that I'm speaking to a Sagittarius that's very independent. This person could have taken care of themselves for a very long time, and this person needs to face and listen to advice about something. I don't know what exactly this is. Page of Cups is the next card. As just said here, it speaks of something new. The Page of Cups also speaks of new. Okay, it basically speaks of it could be that I'm speaking to someone who does a lot of volunteer work, charity work. It could be that you might be meeting someone through your work, Sagittarius, a new love possibly. You could be meeting someone. It comes across that you might be meeting someone through your work. Because the Page of Cups speaks of something new, and it's very emotional in nature. It comes across that this person that I'm speaking to has also come from a very dark space, and it comes across as someone that was in a very, it's almost like this person never, life wasn't easy for this person with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. It comes across that I might be speaking to Sagittarius that never had it easy. They had to take care of themselves. They find themselves in a situation where they need to put pride aside and listen to advice, and they find it difficult to take advice because of the independent streak that they have. And it also comes across that I might be speaking to a Sagittarius that might be faced with something new in the form of a relationship, a job. I don't even think that you're fully aware that you're presented with this. It comes across as some type of blessing also. But you are so, it comes across that this person is so self-absorbed in their own emotions, or the state of pride that they're in, that they're not able to see this blessing that's coming their way. Okay? Seven of Wands is the next card. The Seven of Wands speaks about someone that's very defensive, protective, and protective. Which is understandable. You're very defensive and protective of your nature, of your beliefs, of how you always did things. So it comes across that I'm speaking to a very defensive. This card comes across as defensive with the arrows showing up through, it's showing upwards. So this person is very defensive. They could be very protective as well. I don't know what they're protective of. It could be they're protective of their own energy, their own ideas, or their own social upbringing. It could be anything that they're protective of, okay? And they're very fierce about this as well, with the Seven of Wands, because the Wands always speak of action. It speaks of fast movement. It might be that the universe is trying to gift you with something. It comes across also that the universe is trying to present something to you, Sagittarius. But it's almost like you're blinded by your own emotions, and you cannot see this blessing that's coming your way, because you are so defensive with the Seven of Wands. And the reason why, for obvious reasons that you're defensive, is possibly, obviously, for past experiences and stuff that happened to you, okay? Ace of Swords is the next card. Ace of Swords is the next card. The Ace of Swords speaks of conflict. It could be the reason why you're possibly also avoiding something new is because you don't want to. With the Ace of Swords, it comes across that the reason why you're defensive possibly of your own nature, of whatever, I don't know exactly what you're defensive about, but it comes across that you're very defensive. With the Ace of Swords, it could be an idea that you're defensive about, a social norm, anything, something very personal to you, something very close to you that you're very defensive about. It could be anything, okay? You're very defensive about this and adamant to protect it, because this is your truth, this is your reality, this is your life, okay? It's almost like this person is telling themselves, you don't tell me what to do with my life. With the Ace of Swords, this is how defensive they are. The Ace of Swords always also indicates clarity and new ideas. So it comes across to me that you are presented, like I said, you are presented with something new. Whatever this is, I don't know what this is. But you cannot see it because you are blinded by your emotions. You are blinded by your ego. Because you don't want to listen to advice, you don't want to follow your instincts, you don't want to follow your intuition. It's like someone that's deliberately avoiding something that they actually don't want to face it. And they are withholding something from themselves, basically. Eight of Swords is the next card. This, excuse me, this, with the Ace of Swords, this, with the Eight of Swords, this feeling, emotions is self-imposed, it's self-restrictive. You're imprisoning yourself, you're isolating yourself, you're bringing this upon yourself with the Ace of Swords. It's like you're placing yourself in this miserable situation with your constant, or not with your constant thinking. It doesn't come across as constant thinking, it just comes across as a stubborn attitude that this person has. This person has a stubborn, extremely stubborn attitude about something. It could be, but what they are protecting is very personal to them. I don't know what this is. This is why I'm telling you. If you want an extended, please contact me. Okay, I cannot go into detail now. Knight of Swords is the next card. this person that I'm speaking to, Sagittarius, could be someone that's very nervous in nature, anxious in nature. This person could have a nervous or anxiety, something to that effect. Not depression, doesn't come across as depression, just comes across as someone that's very anxious, very nervous, very intelligent also, someone that could be speaking a lot. This person talks a lot, basically. And there's definitely with this night also, there's definitely change on the horizon for you. But like I said, you are blinded by something, by your emotions, blinded by some idea or something. And you, like, serious, the way that you're blinded, it's like you're so extremely defensive. Also with this Five of Swords, there you will say intra libre. It says intra libre, enter at own risk. And this man is like very defensive in his stance, in the way he's standing. So I'm obviously talking to someone that this person is not going to budge at all. This person doesn't want to listen to advice. This person doesn't want to take guidance. I'm not sure if I'm talking to you, Sagittarius, or someone else. This person with the Queen of Swords, this person is like adamant about this idea, this social conditioning. This person doesn't want to take advice at all. They're very defensive of the ideas, the truths, etc. There's no balance. You will see the yin and yang sign there at the Ace of Swords on the breast of the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of imbalance in this situation, in this person's inner life, because of the stubborn streak that they have, and they don't want to take advice. Six of Cups is the next card. Six of Cups speaks of nostalgia and old things, and like I said, this is either social conditioning that this person is struggling with. And I think most definitely this is a social conditioning, and this is also someone that was very independent. They had to do things their way for a very long time, and they don't like to take advice from other people. But the universe is clearly telling you to push your pride aside, your ego aside, to go beyond your ego. Look here. It says here, beyond your ego. It's almost like the universe wants, it's next to this card. It was at the bottom of the oracle. I don't take the bottom card of the oracle, but I was just like staring at that. And it's almost like the universe wants to tell you to go beyond your ego, to go beyond what you were taught your whole life, and to see things from a new perspective. But I cannot tell you what to do, okay? But this person is very adamant in their truth, with the Six of Cups. They are holding on to it because it's very, this idea or ideal that they're holding on to is very important to them, very nostalgic in nature, okay, with the Six of Cups. Because it represents the past, it represents things that are very valuable to them. King of Cups is the last card. The King of Cups, it's like the universe wants to tell you that you need to step into this King of Cups position, because the court cards represent people. It's like the universe wants you to tell you that if you step out of your ego, if you listen to advice, Sagittarius, you could actually be someone that's a very supportive leader, because this is what the King of Cups represents. It's someone that's a supportive leader, someone that's stable in their emotions, someone that's tolerant and empathetic, because this is exactly what the the King of Cups represent. A true leader, okay, a supportive leader, a tolerant, empathetic leader who always listens to people and not only takes their own advice and implements it, but also listens to people's advice. okay? Because they understand that the world is compromised of different opinions and not only one. And it comes, and all these different opinions are valid, okay? Everybody's opinion is valid. Everyone's input is valid. It's not only your input that's valid, Sagittarius, okay? And please don't take offense when I say these things. I don't know who I'm doing the reading for. But it comes across that I'm strongly speaking to someone that's very stubborn in nature. This person doesn't want to listen to advice or take advice for that matter. And you know what's coming across now also? If this person is this stubborn in nature, this also makes this person a pawn. And what I mean with this is a person that's that stubborn and stuck in a mental pattern or a mental conditioning. A person like that can be taken advantage of very easily, because a person like that is not stable in their emotions, in their thinking, and they can be misled and misguided. So listening to advice doesn't necessarily mean you have to take the advice. You take what's valuable and you learn from it. You don't necessarily have to take everything, okay? It doesn't mean you have to do certain lifestyle changes. It comes across that I'm speaking to possibly to a Sagittarius who might be afraid that they have to do certain lifestyle changes if they grasp onto certain ideas, etc. I don't know what this is. If you want an extended Sagittarius, you know where to find me and what to do. Have a wonderful day and please take care. Bye.